Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of fun creativity. I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you today. We're going to make a cute little box today, but we're going to just have a little chat for a few minutes first, and I'm going to share with you a few things that are coming up, so stay tuned for that. Now, while everybody is finding their notifications that I've gone live, I'm just going to bring this live stream up on my other devices so that I can see all of your comments there. So bear with me and I'll just pull that up here so we can get all sorted. And as you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you're here, because I love it when you chat with me. Makes it so much more fun when you're crafting with friends. All right, so I will mute that, bring that up. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on a minute. There we go. Great, awesome. Everything is set up, ready to go. So if you are watching live today, you will see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner of your screen here on Facebook. If you don't see that, then you are probably watching the recording. And if you are watching over on YouTube, then you'll definitely be watching the recording, because I upload all of my Facebook Lives over there. So thank you all so much, whether or not you are joining me live or watching the replay. I really appreciate your support. So thank you so much. Feel free to leave any comments or suggestions or anything like that that you would like to. I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much for that. Now, if you are, if you're not yet following me on my social channels, I've got my Facebook business page here, and I've got my YouTube channel as well. I've also got a blog which you can check out. I've got lots of creative content on there. And of course, I've got all the other things, Instagram, Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. So look me up on all of those. And yeah, if you like what you see, then feel free to, to touch base with me over there. So that would be great. Hi, Angela. How are you? Great to have you here. So if you have got any questions, excuse me, if you've got any questions or anything you would like help with as well, please feel free to let me know. Let me just take a little sip of my water. Yeah, let me know, because I'd love to help you. And if you are watching from overseas, I get a lot of overseas viewers as well. So if you are watching from overseas and you're looking for a demonstrator in your country, then please let me know. I'd be happy to help you, because I do have demonstrator friends all around the world. So I'd love to hook you up with somebody, and yeah, and they can support you as your demonstrator. So please let me know. And if you are here in Australia and you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, then I would love to look after you. So feel free to get in contact with me and let me know. If you need catalogues, let me know that as well. I would love to get catalogues out to you. We have got our brand new mini catalogue that has just gone live on the 4th of September. So lots and lots of beautiful products in here. We've also got our large annual catalogue, which mine is over on the shelf at the moment. I didn't pull that out because we weren't using that one today. And we've also got the brand new scrapbooking brochure as well. For those of you who are scrapbookers, Stampin' Up! Is bringing out their, or has started to bring out their own scrapbooking line as well. So yeah, if you are a scrapbooker and you would like to have a look at those, you can either find them in my online store, or you can ask me for the digital catalogue. There's only a digital catalogue of the scrapbooking brochure, but the mini catalogue and the annual catalogue, there are digital copies, but there's also hard copies of those too. So if you would like a hard copy, I love having the hard copy, the paper copy, because as you can see, I like to do my little sticky notes and my wish lists, and I just love flicking through the pages. I find every time I look through there, I find something else that I hadn't noticed before. Do you do that too? Oh, I've got everyone joining me now. Fantastic. Angela, I saw it, already said hello to you. Hi, Dimity. Hi Leslie, hi Julie, hi Jenny and Rose and Angelique. Great. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you all here. All right. Oh, I just lost my, hang on. There we go. I just lost my visual for a minute. Today I'm wearing my pair of Keats brooches. These are my little budgies. It's called Pair of Keats from Erstwilder. And I've got my little floral earrings on as well, also from Erstwilder, because we are going to be playing with some beautiful paper that has birds on it. So not budgies necessarily, but I have a few different bird brooches and I was tossing up which ones I wanted to wear today, but I love my budgies and I haven't worn them for a while, so I thought I'd wear them today. Hey Helen, how are you? Great to have you here. So let me tell you a couple of things that are coming up, because we've got the new mini catalogue, which I can now show you the inside of because it's gone live to customers. So I have got a product share. So with the mini catalogue product shares, what it is a sampling of some of the products that you can get your hands on. Now, the registrations were going to close last week, but I'm extending the registrations for an extra few days. So if you would like to get your hands on some of the designer series paper, ribbons, embellishments, you can get all three, or you can just choose whichever ones you want. So there's the three shares, the DSP, the ribbon and the embellishments. So you can go to my website there and you can find the registration form there and all the full details of everything that is included in the shares. I will pop up my the registration information here in the comments so that you can all go and check that out later. So let me just put, I've got them all grouped together. So I'll put this one here and then that will navigate to where you want to go. So I'll just pop that in there. Okay, and then that's got that one that I just popped in the comments, that goes to, when you click on that, you can open up, you can navigate to where you want to go if you need a new catalogue, if you would like to check out the paper share, or the product shares and register for that. There's also my upcoming class will be on there. And if you need to find my online store quickly, you can get to it from there. Yeah, all sorts of things. So check that one out. Now, something else exciting that's happening in October, on the 5th of October, is going to be World Card Making Day. So this is a free event that Stampin' Up! Are putting on. It's only an hour event. You can register that through the online store, or you can click on the QR code here. So if you have a mobile device, open up your Photos app and scan that QR code. Hopefully that will come up clear enough. It might not on the on YouTube, but here on Facebook it should. So you can scan that with your QR code. That will take you through to the registration form. To register. Getting my tongue tied. And you can register for this event. So it starts at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I believe in the other markets it'll also be 2 p.m. in the relevant markets in your time. So yeah, it's an hour-long event and it should be lots of fun. So feel free to register. If you don't have the products that they are using, that's fine. You can just use what you have, or you might like to just sit back and relax and watch and just enjoy the show. If you have registered, you will be able to also access the replay as well. So if you watch it, you love it, and then you wanted to create those products, then you can go back and watch it again on the replay and create those projects. So yeah, so definitely check that out. So it'll be lots and lots of fun. It's a great one to get together with your friends as well and sit and craft while you watch the event. That will be a lot of fun as well. So I'm planning something for that day, but I'm not sure what that is yet, because I'm going to be away for the next week, and then when I get back I will sort out what I'm doing for that, or maybe I'll work that out while I'm away. We'll see. Yeah, so I have got a class coming up. So the class This class is actually going to be on World Card Making Day, but it's going to be in the morning so that we can be finished in time for the World Card Making Day event. So this one is going to be, it's a little bit festive card class. It's going to be held on the 5th of October from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. And it includes products to create at least 8 Christmas cards. So we'll have 8 samples of cards, which you can create with your products. We'll give you enough product for that. And then you'll have some leftovers to be able to create more cards after that as well, that you can take home with you. So this one includes product in the class. You can see some of the products here. I've actually got them out on my desk here with me. I'll show them to you. If you would like to join in this class, you need to register by the 17th of September. Seats are limited, so if the class fills before that, I will have to switch it off early. So be sure to jump in on that one if you would like to. I'll show you the products that we're going to be using. So we're going to be using, actually it would be better if I showed you down on my desktop. It would be much easier to show you because I don't think I'm going to be able to hold that up. So I might show you when I tip the camera down actually, because otherwise all the pieces are going to fall out. But yeah, I'll show you that when I tip the camera down. Yeah, so is that all I had to, I think that's all I had to tell you before we started. So yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Keep chatting with me, chat with each other as I'm crafting today. And yeah, we're going to have a fantastic afternoon. So have you all got your cuppers ready? I've got my French Earl Grey tea in my beautiful Stampin' Up! Tumbler. And I do believe that some of these are still available in the online store if you like them. Keeps my tea hot for a really, really long time, which is awesome. I love that because I need that on my craft desk because I often forget that it's sitting there. And if I have it just in a mug, it goes cold before I get a chance to drink it. So I love those tumblers. They keep it hot for a long time. All right. Well, what we'll do is, I think that's all I had to tell you at this point, but I'm going to tip the camera down. Oh, one other thing I will mention, if you are interested in joining my team, you would be most welcome. We would love to have you come and join us. We have a beautiful crafting community. And with the new catalogue, now is a great time to join because you'll be able to get a discount on all of those beautiful new catalogue products. So to join, it's only $169, but you get to choose $235 worth of product in that order. So you choose $235 worth of product, you only pay $169. So you're already getting $66 worth of product for free. Plus you'll get free shipping on that first starter kit order. And then from there on, you're going to start with a 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products. Now, you don't need to sell products, you don't need to hold classes or do Facebook Lives or anything like that, like I'm doing. Of course you can, the opportunity is there and I'm happy to support you and help you along with those things if that's what you would like to do. But if you want to just join, just to enjoy the discount and enjoy the crafting community, we would love to have you come and join us and I will support you in that as well. We have a beautiful group. In fact, we had our team gathering on Saturday and we had a lovely afternoon together, and I'm going to show you what we created because we're going to create one today together. We're going to do it a little bit differently, using different products, but creating the same box that we created on Saturday. But yeah, we had a fantastic afternoon together and it was really a lot of fun creating together. But yeah, we do lots of fun things together in our team throughout the year. So if you would like more information, please feel free to let me know. And there's no obligation for asking questions. So don't feel that you'll be pressured into anything. But I like to give everyone the information because I'm one of those people that likes to know what's what and how it works and this and that, all the details. So I totally get that. So I'm happy to give you all the details. All right, well, I'm going to cover up the camera so we can tip it down onto the desktop and we can get started. Oh, and I'm going to show you first of all the products that are available, that you'll get if you register for the class. All right, so here we go. Let me cover up the camera. I do that just so I don't make everybody dizzy while I transition because I've got to do a few little transitions here. Here we go. Okay, I just tighten everything back up. make sure I do it tightly this time, because last time, I think it was last week, it tilted as I was filming and I didn't realize at the time until afterwards, and then I'm like, oh, oops, it went a bit wonky. All right, how's that looking? Is that looking pretty straight? Got some lights on there. Oh, that's looking pretty straight today. That's good. All right, so I'll move the keyboard. We don't need that right now. Pop that over there. Okay. Now, let me show you this class. So this is my class, a little bit festive card class. And it, as I said, oh, I forgot to flip. Hang on, I forgot to flip that one. I thought I had pressed it, but I think it didn't flip. Is that better now? There we go. Now we're around the right way. Okay. And if you are looking for any of the products that I'm sharing with you today, you will find them in my online store. So you can find my online store either via my blog, via my website, or you can use the links that I put in the comments as well. So if you're shopping with me this month, this is my September host code. So be sure to add this in your shopping cart. It'll come in at the top. There'll be a box at the top above your list of items that you can add that code in. And then when you add that code, you'll be eligible to receive a thank you gift from me with orders over $75. Okay, so let's have a look what we get in this class. So this is using it's a bit hard to see because the plastic is all crinkly, but it's using a little bit festive 12 by 12 specialty designer series papers. Now I've already cut some of mine ready for the class, but they do come in 12 by 12 sheets. So let me just show these to you. So these will come, hang on a minute. Okay, so basically this is the front and this is the back of that piece. Is that right? Yes, that's right. But it does come as a 12 by 12 sheet. I've just cut mine in half already. Okay, so that's two of the patterns you get, and then you get these ones as well. Hang on, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go this way. I'll move those ones right out the way at the minute. So these are all the patterns that you get. So you get 3 sheets of 12 by 12 designer series paper in the pack. Okay, so this will be the front and this is the reverse. They'll be in 12 by 12s. Then also in the pack, you get 2 sheets of die cut shapes. So they're pre-printed die cut shapes. I've got a couple that have I popped out the other day because I was playing around with them. So I've got a couple there that I've popped out already. So that's one of the sheets. Oh, let me put that up a bit higher so you can see that. And then this is the other sheet, and this is what we're going to be creating, using to create our cards. And then there's this third sheet that has these frames as well. Okay, so you get all of that. You're also going to get a packet of bling. So we've got the adhesive backed metallic gems. You get a pack of those, and you're going to get half a pack of the Joyful Sayings ephemera pack from the new Mini Catalogue. You'll get half a pack of these. So let me show these to you. Hang on, I'll move these ones over. Whoops. Oh, these are some of the bits that we already popped out the other day because we were playing around with those. But you'll get a sheet of the gold sentiments, and I've got the Season's Greetings one in here, which has come out of this spot here. So that's there. You'll get these beautiful sentiments as well, and I've got a big Merry Christmas one that's popped out of there. That's in there in the bag. Then we've got these ones, which have got beautiful gold foiling on them. Hopefully the light is picking that up. And these ones, again, we've popped out and they're in the bag here, only because we were playing around with them, and sometimes they were falling out too, some of them. So as we were mucking around with them the other day. So yeah, but yours will all be on the sheets. And then there's this one as well. So this class doesn't have any stamping in it because we're using all of these ephemera pieces. So this is a really great class. You can do additional stamping if you wish to, but there won't be stamping as part of the class because all of the sentiments are already here in the pack that you're going to get with all of your products. And then, as well as that, so you're going to get all of this, and then as well as that, you're going to get your card bases for your cards. So we've got Real Red, Pool Party, and Garden Green. I think Amber sealed this up already. Yeah, so you've got the card bases in there, and then there'll be some additional cardstock in Garden Green, Real Red, and White for your mats and layers and things like that. So that's everything that you'll get in the class. It's $55 for the class, and as I said, we'll design 8 projects for you, which you'll be able to create. If you don't get them all done in the class, whatever you don't get done, you can take home the instructions to complete them at home. And then you'll have leftover pieces as well from the DSP to be able to create more. And you might even have some additional cardstock scraps left over too. And you'll have extra bling, and you'll probably even have extra ephemera left over. So there you go. So that is the class. So if you'd like to come and join us, be sure to register for that one. And I think I did put an advertisement up for that on the weekend. Did I or didn't I? I think I did. I'm just going to double check that. I think I put it in my business page on the weekend, but let me just check now as I say that. Did I put it up? Did I? Yes, I did on Saturday. So there is, if you want to go to, after my live finishes, if you just scroll down a couple of posts in my business page, my Facebook business page here, you'll find the information there, and you can go to the registration form from that post as well. Okay. All right. So let's pop this out of the way and all of my other notes. And let's get started on today's project. So first of all, let me show you what we made on the weekend and what we're going to make today. So Julie, I'm not sure if Julie's here. Oh yeah, Julie is here with us today. Julie, one of our team members, she shared with us how to create this gorgeous little box. Now, I didn't finish decorating mine during the Zoom, but I finished it later that night because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to decorate it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. But it's this cute little box. It's a great size. We were talking about all the different things we could fit in here for gifting. But it's a great little box. Now, I've put magnets on mine, but we came up with some other ways of creating this box if you don't have magnets. The great thing about this box is it opens up completely flat. So you can make a whole, well, it's not quite completely flat because I've added a lot of layers here, but it would be completely flat if you didn't add all those layers. The great thing about these boxes are that you can make a whole heap of them, and then you can store them flat until you're ready to use them, and then you just pop them up like that. Now I've put magnets under the lid flap here and under here as well, under the designer series paper under here, so that when I close mine, it just snaps shut with the magnets. But if you don't have the magnets, and they just I think they were 10mm magnets, or how big were they? Yeah, I think they were 10mm, like 1 centimeter magnets, so they're only quite little ones. But I thought we'd do it a different way today because some of the ladies were doing the box with the belly band instead of the magnets, and they looked fantastic too. So that's what I thought we might do today. So that's what we're going to be making, but we are using different paper. This one that I've created uses the Translucent Florals bundle for the stamping, and the Delightful Florals DSP, which is so pretty with those florals, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. So if you want to make one of these along with me, I'm going to step you through it. However, if you would prefer to just watch and then come back and make one later, I will give the measurements as we go, but then I will put it up on my blog with all of the measurements during the week as well. So yeah, so thank you so much, Julie, for teaching us how to make this gorgeous little box. And look at the size of it. You could fit in, what were we saying, macarons? So you could fit probably, how many would you fit? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 macarons along there. It's just shy of 6 inches long. So it's 15 centimeters long, which is just a little bit shorter than 6 inches. You could put a small bottle of perfume. I was thinking maybe even a lightweight scarf, if you rolled it up, might fit in there. Some nice hankies or something. Somebody was saying chocolate coated frogs. You could put lollies. You could put lots of little yummies. Oh, you know what else would be nice at Christmas time? Would be, oh, what do you call them now? Truffles. Little chocolate truffles. Handmade chocolate truffles. They would be lovely. Oh, thanks, Julie. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm glad that I took the time afterwards to just really think about how I wanted to decorate it, because I think it turned out really pretty. And I just didn't put paper on the bottom, because you don't really need it on the bottom. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be making. So what you'll need is a piece of cardstock. Now, all of the measurements today will be metric measurements. I don't have the measurements for this in imperial measurements. I'm sorry, I only have the metric measurements. So we're going to be using an A4 sheet of cardstock, and you'll need a sheet of designer series paper. In fact, you'll just need a 6x12 piece of designer series paper. So if you've got a full sheet, then just cut it in half lengthways at 6x12, and then we'll be trimming that down to create the box. So if you want to grab those, you can craft along with me if you'd like to. All right. So I'll show you while you're all grabbing your supplies. If you want to craft along with me, then I will show you the products that we're going to be playing with today. So today I'm going to make my box with the Nests of Winter suite. Well, some of the products from the suite. I don't have the entire suite, but I have the DSP. So we're going to be using the Nests of Winter designer series paper. Sorry, I think the light is reflecting on that. You probably can't even see it. So this is the paper here. You may have seen this paper. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. We're going to be using this piece today. I've chopped that already. I wanted to cut it beforehand just to make sure that I cut it in the right direction. The thing with this box is I chose, when I created this one, I chose paper that was non-directional so that it wouldn't matter, because I'd never made one before, so I didn't know what it was going to look like. So it didn't really matter which way the pattern went. So I found that easiest. Whereas today I'm using directional paper. So let's see if I can work it out and get the birds facing up the right way. On the other side, we've got the green with white stripes. There's this paper. I'll just show you the beautiful papers in this paper pack. So this is the front side. This is the reverse side. You probably saw me share this with you before when I did an unboxing, when I got the new Mini Catalogue products. And we've got these gorgeous birds. They're a bit bigger, so I wanted something a bit finer. That's the other side with, it looks like sort of snowflakes, or it could be bubbles if you want to do an underwater scene. We've got this one with the gorgeous trees and the little birds. I nearly used this one. I was tossing up between that one and the one that I did choose. And then we've got beautiful Queen Anne's lace, I think they are, on the reverse side. That's the reverse side. That's the other piece of the one that I'm using today. And then we've got this one with these large birds. Now, some of the dies that come with the in the bundle with the stamp set, they will cut out some of these birds as well. And then this is the pool party background on the other side. And the last piece, oh, hang on, there it is this beautiful wood look paper. And then on the other side, we've got this floral, this really pretty floral design, which that was another one I really loved that I thought, oh, maybe I'd do the box in that one. That would look really pretty in that. I'm not sure that the box would work as easily with this piece, because this one is If you cut that in half, it might still work actually. It might still work with that one, but it might be a bit trickier with that because that's definitely directional. So yeah, I chose one that I thought would be a little bit easier. So we're using that. We're going to be, we will do some stamping as well. So I've got the Winterly Treetops bundle here. I've got the stamp set and the dies. So we'll be doing a little bit of stamping to create a belly band for the card. If you haven't seen this one, this is a Cling Red rubber stamp set. It's really beautiful. I've made a few cards already with this one. The images on the front are shown at 85%, so the actual stamps are a bit larger than what you see on the front cover. And then the dies are fantastic. You get this frame, this beautiful leafy frame. It's like pine leaves frame. The dies to cut out the birds, the floral image there, and the garland. And then you've got some additional leaves, branches, and some like pine leaves as well, which are additional. So yes, that's a really beautiful bundle. That's part of the suite. So also I'll show you where to find the suite in the mini catalogue. It is on pages 30 and 31 of the new mini catalogue. And so there are some other products in the suite that I don't have. So I don't have the embossing folder, which is the birchwood embossing folder, and I don't have the natural tones linen thread or the embellishments, but they are available in the suite as well. Now, if you love all of the products in the suite and you want to get all of them, there is a code that you can use to get all of them if you want the whole suite, and that code is at the top. Or if you want the individual products, they're listed individually underneath there. Okay, and I love the samples in the catalogue for this beautiful suite. They are really beautiful cards, really lovely. So that's what we're going to be using today. Okay, all right. So first of all, we need a 6x12 piece of DSP. Oh, and my sheet of cardstock, I'm just using Crumb Cake because I thought the Crumb Cake goes really well with the natural tones in this beautiful paper. Okay, you're going to need your trimmer today and either a scoring blade on your trimmer or a scoring tool. Okay, so we are going to start with our designer series paper. Now I hope that I get the direction of this right. I kind of mapped it out. I looked at this one and I kind of mapped it out to try and work out to make sure that I got it the right way. So hopefully I've done this correctly. All right, so first of all, we are going to turn this on the short side and we're going to cut this at 15 centimeters. Currently it's a bit over 15 centimeters, so we're just going to trim off a little bit to take that to 15 centimeters. It's like 2 millimeters over. I think 15.2 centimeters is actually 6 inches. So we're just taking off that little sniffy bit there. Then we're going to turn it on the long side and I'm going to open up the arm of my trimmer and we're going to cut this at 25 centimeters. Okay, so 25 centimeters. Now, if you've got old DSP, you might want to even try with some old non-directional DSP first. For your first one, so that you've got a bit of a template until you get the hang of how to create it. All right, then we're going to do some scoring. So I'm going to move my cutting blade away so I don't accidentally cut anything that I shouldn't. And we are going to score this on the long side at 5 centimeters. So I'm just measuring 5 centimeters here from the cutting edge. Okay, so we're going to score at 5. Give that a few runs over and then we're going to move it along to the 20 centimeters and we're going to score at 20 centimeters. So basically you're scoring 5 centimeters each side. Okay, then we're going to turn it on the short side and on the short side we are going to score at 5 and 10 centimeters. So 5, and then we're going to move it along to 10. All right, so that is there. Now, each of the, it might be a bit hard to see because this is, or what we'll actually do first is we are going to cut our cardstock. When we were doing it on Saturday, we actually did the cardstock first and then we did the DSP, but I thought I'd start with the pretty DSP first and then we'll go and do the cardstock part of it as well. Whoops, sorry, I touched the mode on my lamp by mistake. All right, so then what we're going to do is we are going to fold each of those score lines and we're going to burnish with our bone folder, okay? So just fold each of those and burnish. Open those up and then we're going to score that way. And oh, that one didn't score very well. That's okay, that's right. That's why we burnish, just in case they didn't score too well. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to score. If you have a look, it's a bit hard to tell on this one, but we have a square that is that has been folded. There's a square on each corner, okay? So we've got a square there, a square there, a square there, and a square there. What we're going to do with those squares, I wonder if it would show up better on the other side. Probably not because we've got lines anyway. But where those squares are, you're going to score from the top corner down to that midpoint where those two lines meet. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to use my, so if you want to line that up on your trimmer, you can. You can line it up on your trimmer and do it, or if you've got a scoring board, if you've got the score tool, you can line it up and do it on your trimmer, but depending on the pattern on your paper, it can be a little bit hard to see. And you only want to score down to that midpoint, okay? So you could do it that way, but because I want it a bit more precise and make sure that I don't overscore it, I'm actually going to use my my Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to grab my stylus that goes with my Take Your Pick tool. So I've got a little kit here with some extra bits and bobs for my Take Your Pick. So I'm going to take the stylus and I'll just replace the head. So I just untwist that, take that one out. And this stylus has got two tips. It's got a fine stylus and a larger stylus. I'm going to use the finer one. I'm just going to pop that back in my Take Your Pick tool. And these styluses, these stylus attachments, they come with the Take Your Pick tool when you get that. All right, and then I'm going to take my ruler, my little metal ruler, and I'm going to line that up where those two lines meet. So that line meets that line. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler there out to that corner. Okay, just make sure I've got that. It is a bit hard to see with this paper, I have to admit, because of the patterns. All right, and then we're going to score. Now, in fact, I probably should have scored that on the other side, but it won't matter. It won't really matter. Where are we? There we go. So we'll just score that a couple of times. Just be careful you don't press too hard. You don't want to cut into your paper. Okay, so we're going to do that on each of the corners. So find that midpoint where those two lines meet, and then we're going to do that at a diagonal. I really should have my glasses on for this. It's a little bit tricky. Thankfully, I've got the bright lights overhead, which is making it a bit easier to see. And I know you probably can't see the midpoint there. If I point it out with a pencil, okay, so it's down that line there and across there. So that's the midpoint just there, okay? Very hard to see on camera. There we go. Oh. Okay, I'll just score that there. And then we'll do this one as well. Has anybody made one of these boxes before? I know Julie has. Julie's made a few of these. There we go. Okay. Now, where we've got those score lines, we're going to fold those. So let me get my birds up the right way. So that's going to go that way, and then that's going to be scored in that way. That's right. Okay, so then we just need to fold that carefully on those score lines we just created. And it's going to form, it might need a little bit of help to get that folded the first time. It's going to form like a little beak like that, okay? And then once you get that folded, take your bone folder and just burnish it. Okay, so we're going to do that with each of the corners. How am I doing so far, Julie? Am I doing it right? I hope I am. It looks like it is. It looks like it's going right. Might need to just turn your papers up whichever way makes it easier for you to work with it. Okay, so we just burnish those. In fact, now that we're burnishing, I'll move my mat away. This is a really great box. I really loved learning how to make this box. Julie created one we have a monthly showcase stamper in our team, and people can put their hand up to volunteer to have a turn each month, and they create projects to share with us using a stamp set that I choose with them, and they create one project each week not to demonstrate, but to share with the team. And Julie made a box for that, and I said to her, oh, I would love to learn how to make that box. And then finally we were able to coordinate it that she was able to show the whole team, so it worked out really well. So there we go. So we've got, I'm doing a good job. Oh, thank you, Julie. Awesome, because I know you've made a few of these, but this is only my second one. All right, so now you have this piece that is all scored up. So when you fold these up like this, it actually creates a box like that. Okay, now we're not doing any gluing just yet. Okay, we'll get to the gluing part. Okay, so that's going to form your box. And when you have it open inside your card, it's going to look, when your card is laying, your box is laying flat, it's going to look like that. Okay, so that's exactly how I wanted the birds, so that worked out okay. All right, now our cardstock. So we'll put this one aside. We're going to take our piece of A4 cardstock. We are going to cut this. So we're going to turn it on the long side, and we're going to cut it at 22.2 centimeters. So just two little notches past the 22. So 22.12. Oh, make sure I've got that lined up. Let's do that again. 1, 2. There we go. And we're going to cut that there. Oops, my scoring blade is falling out. That's okay. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. Then we're going to turn it on the short side, or what was the short side, and we're going to cut that at 15.2. 15.12. Okay, 15.2. And then you have a piece like that. Okay, so keep these pieces. You can use those for other projects. All right, let me just fix up my scoring blade here before I lose it. There we go. Just pop that back in the track. Okay, now we are going to score. Just get my instructions over here. We're going to turn this on the long side, and we're going to score this piece at 5.1 centimeters. So we're scoring now 5.1, 10.2, 10.2, 15.2, and 20.3. 20.1, 2, 3. Now, Julie found this box, I think it was on YouTube, wasn't it, Julie? Another demonstrator had created it, but I couldn't remember who you said it was, who you found it from, Julie. Maybe you could share that with us in the comments. Okay, so we've got score lines at 5.1, 10.2, 15.2, and 20.3. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to burnish those fold lines, those score lines. Take your bone folder, and when you're burnishing, always burnish, when you're folding, always fold towards the mountain fold. So the mountain fold should be on the inside. I know it seems like that's wrong, but it actually folds better that way, and it stops the card from cracking. So you want the mountain fold, which is the part that sits up on the inside of the fold. Okay, there we go. So it should look like that. Now the little flap, the little small section, that's the top. Okay, that's the top of your box. So you need to have that at the top. And with this paper, what you're going to do now is you're going to glue those little triangles. Basically, you want it to pop up like that. So when it's going to be in your box, we'll do that gluing first. So where the triangles are, you don't want to stick down that whole square there. You just want the little triangle so that it's just going to, it can sit up like that. Okay, so like that and that. Okay, so just those two outer triangles is where you want to put some glue on all four corners. So we'll do that now, and I'm using the multi-purpose liquid glue because it's a nice strong glue. So if you're unsure, just double check. It should sort of be able to pop up like that. Okay, so it's going to pop up. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue in here. You're going to do that on each side, on each corner, sorry. So I'll do that one and this one at the same time. So it's like the inner triangle. Okay, so just that one here and that one here. So that's still going to pop up like that. But give it a moment just to adhere before you try to pop it up. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other one. So this inner triangle, just make sure your glue doesn't go over that fold line. You don't want to go outside of that fold line. There we go. Okay, so that corner and that corner. Oh, thank you, Julie. Okay, so the original box that Julie found was on YouTube, and it was Claire from the Ottaway. She's a UK demonstrator. Thanks, Julie. I couldn't remember who you had said. Yeah. Crafting, is it Crafting the Ottaway? Is that what she calls her business, I think? Something like that. She's, yeah, because I think her surname is Ottaway. There you go. So then you've got your corners adhered like that. So your box is going to pop up like that into the box shape, the rectangle box shape. Okay. But it can also lay flat. All right. So now we've got that all glued together. What we're going to do is we're going to adhere this into our box frame. Okay, so this is the outer box frame. Now remember, you've got to have that little flap at the top. Okay, that's our little front flap. This part. It's this part here. Okay, so that's going to be at the top, and we're going to adhere this piece to these bottom three sections, these bottom three scored sections. So it's going to be adhered to there. So right down to the bottom. Okay. So then you've got that flap that one there, and then the little one at the top. Okay, so we're going to put glue all over the back of this one. So need a lot of glue to hold it down nice and secure. Okay, I'll flip that over. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a bit more glue down here near the edge. So I feel like I missed a bit just there. Flip that over. Make sure your design is up the right way if you've got directional paper. And then you're just going to line that up in your box. You are going to have just a little tiny bit of a frame around each side. You'll have about 0.5 millimeter to 1 millimeter either side of your designer series paper. So just line that up. Make sure that it's within that first score line there. Shimmy it down a little bit if you need to. I think I've got that lined up pretty well. Okay, and then just push that in there really hard, really firmly. Created the Ottaway. Oh, that's what it was. Created the Ottaway. Thanks, Julie. All right. So now we have, this is our box. So when we close it up, now it might be a little bit stiff the first couple of times you do it, but the more you do it, the better it folds. Okay, so then now the box folds up like that, and then that's your little front flap. So you see a little bit of the designer series paper at the sides there, but you see most of the design when you open the box. So, and then if you want to, you can, yeah, just sort of press those folds a little bit again, because now it's double layer because it's got the DSP and the cardstock in there. So just kind of manipulate those score lines a little bit, but it does sort of get easier the more times you open and close it. You might want to even do a little bit more burnishing. So I'm just doing a little bit more burnishing just inside here, just to help that to pop up really well now that it's all glued. There we go. So there we've got our little box. Then you can decorate that however you like. So with mine, with this one I added DSP on that front panel, on the back panel, and on the top. And then I did a decorative tag there, or a decorative label, I should say. What I did with the ribbon, so the ribbon was a bit of trial and error. Because I put magnets on this one, what I did is I actually put the magnets, I adhered the magnets to the cardstock first before adhering the DSP, which I forgot to mention that bit if you are using magnets, but I'm going to show you how to do it with a belly band today instead. Yeah, you put the magnets down first before you adhere the paper, and then with the magnets for the flap, I put the magnets underneath there first, then put the DSP on, but then I decided I wanted to wrap ribbon around there too. So then I wrapped the ribbon around, and then I added an extra DSP piece on there. So yeah, if you're going to do ribbon as well as magnets, just make sure you do all of that first before then covering it all up with the DSP. But we're going to make a belly band for this one today. So let me grab some cardstock. I'm probably going to need these ones. I don't think these will be wide enough to go around, will they? Oh, they might actually. So I'm going to cut a belly band that is 4 centimeters. So some of the ladies that were doing the belly bands on the weekend, some did narrower belly bands and some did wider. I'm going to do mine at 4 centimeters, and I'm just going to see with this piece if there's going to be enough overlap for us to be able to use the same piece of cardstock with the offcuts. Otherwise, I might need to get another piece of cardstock that's a little bit longer, because I haven't done one with a belly band yet. This is my first one that I'm doing with you. So I will put some DSP on here first. Actually, it's probably better to do the DSP first before doing the belly band, because the DSP will add extra bulk to that. So if I try and wrap the belly band around that now, then add DSP, it's going to be much tighter. So we might do the DSP first. So I'm going to use the other piece of the paper, the other half of the 12 by 12 piece. Oh, hey, Megan, how are you? It is a really super clever box, isn't it? Yeah, it's so easy to create, and they're great because you can store them flat like that till you're ready to use them. And then, yeah, then pop them up to fill them. Yes, definitely. I gave all the instructions as we went, so definitely watch the replay for that one. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of designing here with the box. So, oh, you know what? I didn't actually. Did I write it down? Let me have a look and see. I didn't write down the measurements for the pieces of cardstock that I used for each of the panels. So we're going to need to measure that as we go. I did create a little bit of a border. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a little bit of a cardstock border just on each side, just to make it easier to fold. So this piece is 4.8. Was it 4.8 or 4.9? 4.8 centimeters by 14.8. 4.8 by 14.8. So let's write that down. I'll write that down here on my sheet. 4.8 times 14.8. All right, so let's cut a piece of designer series paper. Actually, we need two, one for the top and one for that side. And then this side, you can either have your DSP go all the way up to the top, which I might do on this one because I'm not doing the colored flap. I left a little border on this one because I was having the color flap as well, and I wanted it to kind of look like it was a bit of a continuation, but I might do the full strip there. So let's do 14.8. Actually, I might do the long strip first. 4.8, just to make sure that I get that right before I... Okay, 4.8 by 14.8. Here we go. Let's have a look at that, how that's going to look on the box. Whoops, it's wanting to all undo for me. Yep, that'll just give me, it's a little bit more of a border than what I had on my original one, but it's sort of like a little 2mm border all the way around. So yeah, I like that. So I'll do the other ones the same size. So 14.8. I might have done the original one at 14.9, but I think 14.8 looks good. 14.8, okay, so that's 2, and so we need 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do this one at 4.8. By 14.8. There we go. And you can decide which, I might choose this one because I like these two. Oh, we've got 3 full little birds there. Well, almost. His little tail's chopped off a bit, but that's okay. Yeah, so we use those 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. We don't need to do the bottom. And we can adhere those on, and then we can do some decorating. Okay. So it's up to you which way you do it, whether or not you do it with the box opened or with the box closed. I'm just going to have a look at these 3 pieces and choose which one I want for the top. Oh, these ones ended up almost identical. Not quite. I've got 3 full birds there, so I might add that one to the top, although they're probably going to get covered up with the belly band anyway, but that's okay. So if I'm going to do, let's see. Yeah, no, I'll do that one on top. All right, so we'll adhere that. Just make sure if you are using directional paper that you are, when you're putting your strips on the outside of the box, that your pattern is going to be up the right way. So that's why if you're opening up your box to adhere your papers on with the box open, make sure that you know which way up your paper is going to be when you're looking at the box when it's closed. Does that make sense? Oops, hang on a minute. Make sure that pops up properly inside it. So line that up, and I've got the wiggle room with the liquid glue. I really love this beautiful paper. It's gorgeous. There we go. So I know that I've got that the right way up now, so I'll just press that down. Okay. Now this paper this time is going to need to go the other way. So see what I mean? Like if you're putting the paper strips on with the box opened, if you put them all up the same way, you're going to get one of them that's going to be up the wrong way. I'll show you what I mean. So if I closed my box, say I stuck them all like that, and then I closed my box, oops, that's the top of my box, and then that one would be upside down. And in fact, that one would have been on the bottom, and I didn't want one on the bottom, so I wanted one on the front. Okay, so yeah, so just make sure that you know which way up your paper is going. All right, so next I'll do the front piece, and oh, I didn't trim that one. I didn't trim the end of that one, I think. I didn't either. I forgot to trim this one. Hang on a minute. Oh, is that because I trimmed that one? That's right, I've picked up the wrong one. There we go. That's the one I wanted. So we'll put that one, I think, on the front. Or we put that one on the front. Yeah, I'll put that one on the front. And that one can go on the back. All right. Oh, bye, Helen. Have fun at card making. All right. So I asked before if anybody had made this box, but then I don't think I looked up to see if anybody had said that they had made this box before. It's a really clever box to make. I think I've actually seen these in the past at on-stage events for swaps in a much smaller size, something pretty similar. I don't know if it was exactly the same or if it was something similar, but yeah, and in a smaller size. I always wondered how to do it. They're very effective. There we go. So that's my front flap. That's my top flap. And now we'll do this one here. It's got to go that way. Oops. Dropping things here. So once you get the basis for this box, like you can make them for like any occasion. It can be for birthdays or Christmas. They'd be great for Easter as well, with little Easter eggs in them. So yeah, you can make these boxes all year round for different occasions. They'd be nice to give like a small gift if you're giving like jewelry, or little girls, for little girls if you're doing like headbands or hair ties or hair clips or something. That would be really cute. There we go. Okay, so we've got our green paper on the ends, which is the back side of the bird paper. And then we've got our bird paper on each of the sides. And now we can go ahead and make our belly band, and then we can do any other decorating that you might want to do. I might even put a little strip of the green stripes on there just to coordinate, just to add a little bit more of that green in. So let me add a little strip of that. So that will be, oh gosh, I haven't got my glasses on. That'll be, so that's just under, oh, what will I need to do that at? 1.8, I think, 1.8. So we'll cut that strip. 1.8. Actually, I might use the measurement on this side of the trimmer this time, so that I've got a bit more of a ledge here to butt my cardstock up against, or my paper up against, I should say. 1.8. There we go. 1.8. Has anybody got any other ideas of what might fit in one of these boxes? So we had macarons, chocolate frogs, perfume, and we'll cut this at 14.8 because it's the same length as all the other pieces. There we go. Oops, sorry, I'm bashing things around here. Oh, so Megan is asking what we would put in the box. Yeah, well, we thought that macarons would fit really well in the box. If you are putting food in, though, you'd probably want to line it with maybe some baking paper, or pop what, if it's a food item, you might want to pop the food item into like a little cellophane bag or something, or even a piece of cellophane, wrap it in a piece of cellophane first before putting it in. You could actually even line this box with clear cellophane so that then you would still see the design inside the box. That would be nice as well. But yeah, macarons, chocolates. I was thinking maybe a lightweight scarf, if you rolled that up, would fit in there. Not a really thick scarf, but one of the lightweight sort of silk scarves would fit in there. I was wondering even if a small pair of socks would fit in there, rolled up. As I said, headbands, jewelry, hair clips, all sorts of things. So it's a little bit shorter than, because I was trying to see, I wondered if stationery would fit in, but my ruler is a little bit longer than, so it works out at just over 50, it's 15.2 centimeters long, the actual box part. So if you can find anything that fits in that kind of size, yeah, that would fit. Dimity says she finished her second box in retired designer series paper. Fantastic. That's great, Dimity. And Julie said, I was also thinking after our team meeting, it would be good to put stationery items for teachers' gifts. Yeah, that would be another great idea, Julie. Oh, I did that at, what did I do that at? 1.8. I think it probably could have had an extra millimetre off it. I think I'm going to try and trim that down a little bit. That little flap is a bit more narrow than I thought. I don't know how I'm going to go with this because it's such a small piece, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. I might take two millimetres off. See if I can do it. It's very hard when you're trying to take off a tiny little sniffy bit from a piece, especially if it's already a narrow piece. But it looks like it worked. Sometimes my trimmer wants to catch. Okay, so that's better. So 1.7 centimeters wide. Yeah, I'll just write that down actually. There we go. All right, so we'll adhere that paper to that front flap. Yeah, stationery items would be great. Little paper clips or erasers. Yeah, you could do like a whole combination of a few different things. I did try putting a pencil in there, like one of my mechanical pencils, like this one, but it was a little bit too long. So that kind of didn't fit. Right, so we'll just pop this strip on here now, on the front, the flap there. Oops, just move that across a little bit. Make that a bit more even. There we go. All right, so that's the inside of our box. You can add extra DSP here if you want to, but I think we're going to move on to our belly band. Look how cute that looks. So cute. All right, let's move on to our belly band. Oops, that's not the lid for that. That one is. There we go. So let's just look at the comparison of the two boxes so far. So we've got, can see how I've done them differently. I've added the DSP on this one, whereas this one I added ribbon and a few little embellishments. This one uses magnets on the inside, but this one is going to have a belly band. So yeah, so they're going to be a little bit different. Okay, let's create this belly band. Now, I created this piece earlier. I cut that at 4 centimeters. Now, I just want to see if that's going to wrap around this or not, to see if I'm going to need a longer piece. So let's see how we go. Oh, it is. That's awesome. So that's going to be, that's the offcuts from the box when we were creating the box base. This is one of the offcut pieces from the side of that. So yeah, that belly band will work really well. Okay, so what I've done is I've wrapped it around fairly firmly to get, I tried to work out where the middle kind of was. It's got a bit more of an overlap on one side, but I'm not worried about that. So now I'm going to make sure that that's on fairly firmly, and I'm just going to crease that belly band with my fingers where it goes over the edges of the box, and then I'm going to come in with my bone folder. There we go. So we've kind of got that. Then I'm going to come in with my bone folder, and I'm actually going to make sure that that is squared up. So make sure that's nice and even. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to burnish that. So I'm going to do that with each of those fold lines, and then I'm going to double check it. Excuse me. Let's do it this way so we can see that that matches up and the sides are all aligned, so it's nice and square. So this one didn't have measurements. This one was just done by eye and just by wrapping that around the box. Okay, and then these two are going to do up, but you might want to glue them while it's on the box so that you don't over glue them, because then you're going to get the wrong shape. It needs to form a proper square, so it goes around the box. Okay, so we'll do that now. We'll just double check this first. Wrap that around. Perfect. Look at that. That's a perfect belly band. Beautiful. Now, if you wanted to add extra designer series paper to the belly band, you'd want to do that now before you, well, you can do it now, or you could, if you decided later, you could still add it afterwards, but it would be good if the designer series paper was on there and so you were joining everything up all at once. But that's totally up to you. I am just deciding whether or not I'm going to add designer series paper to that, or if I'm just going to leave it as a plain belly band. You might even want to put ribbon. Actually, ribbon would look nice around that. How about a piece of ribbon around that? Could even do a strip of ribbon. Now we are going to cover up the top part probably of that, but what if I did ribbon and I tied a bow here on the front? Then in that case I would want to glue this first and then tie the ribbon, because that might look nice too, mightn't it, to put a ribbon on the front, a bow. Let's see, before I glue it, let's just have a look and see how that would look. Just pull that around a little bit more. Now if you don't want to make a belly band, you can just secure this box with ribbon. In fact, I think, Dimity, when you made your first one, you just did it with ribbon, didn't you? And it looked really good. Okay, so I'm just trying with this one, but it might not be tight enough. Oh, I've got glue on my thumb and it's sticking to my thumb. Oh, I've lost it. Hang on a minute. Let's try that again. Nope. Okay. It'll be easier. It'll be easier once the belly band is actually adhered together too, because I haven't actually got it glued together yet, so it's wanting to slip around. So I am making it a bit difficult for myself, but that's okay. I just wanted to see what this would look like before I do it. So yeah, so you could have the belly band with a bow at the front. Might want to put the bow up here actually. Oh, that will look cute. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'll just leave the belly band as it is and just add that. All right, so let's glue the belly band. Now I want it so that when it's the front of the box, so this is the front of the box, I want that flap, because that's the front of the box, I want that flap to be over the back there. So it probably doesn't really matter which way you do it. Now you can use multi-purpose liquid glue for this, or you can use tear and tape, or you might want to use your Seal Plus for the belly band. I'm just going to use, let's see, what's the width? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little pencil mark. Now that I've got that wrapped around, I'm going to put a little pencil mark just here where that meets up so that I know not to put adhesive beyond that part there. Yeah, I might use a dry adhesive for this actually. I might use some of my Stampin' Seal Plus, just so that I don't accidentally get it glue on the box itself. There we go. So I'll wrap that back around. Fold that over. Make sure that it's wrapped around nice and firmly. And just give that a press. Just putting my bone folder just under the edges so I've got something firm to press that up against. There we go. So there we've got our little belly band. Now, you don't want your belly band too tight. I'm actually worried that I've made that too tight now, because you want it to be able to slip off and back on again. And mine might be a little bit tight. Oh, it is going to be tight to get off and back on again. Let's see. Oh, will I do it? Will I do it? Okay, so it's off. Let's see if I can get it back on again. So maybe learn from me. Just do your belly band. Oh no, I got it back on. Just do your belly band maybe just slightly loose. You don't want it too floppy, but slightly loose so that you can get it back on your box easily. Mine's a little bit too tight, but it does go on. It's just a bit firm. There we go. Okay, so let's do some decorating. So I might do that ribbon first and then I'll decorate the top. I really liked that ribbon idea. Yes, Dimity said she used the ribbon only for the closure on her first box, and it looked really lovely. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Megan. Megan is saying thank you to me for sharing the wedding photos of my son's wedding from 2 weeks ago. I shared those in my personal profile, not on my business profile. I might share some on my business profile sometime this week, but yeah, I shared them over on my personal profile. I'm glad you liked them. Yeah, it was such a beautiful wedding. It was really, really, yeah, it was so lovely. And they were just so happy, and yeah, it's just made mummy happy to see, made me happy to see my son so happy. Oops, I've ended up with a sideways bow. Hang on, let me just redo that. I might actually chop this ribbon to make that a bit easier to tie. Yeah, it was so lovely to see them both so happy. It was, yeah, just really amazing. And we've still been looking at photos. They shared some of the professional photos with us last night. They've got a few of them. They haven't got all of them yet. They've got a few as a sneak peek. So they shared those with us last night, which was really lovely. And oh my goodness, they are stunning photos. So I can't wait to get my hands on some of those, some of the actual professional ones. They're yeah, their friends are photographers. They have their own photography business, and they did all the photos. They did an amazing job. And they also did a video as well. So the video is going to be coming as well. They're making like a little mini movie. So that'll be really lovely. So can't wait to see that. We saw a quick little snippet, like a little trailer of the movie that they're making about the wedding. So yeah, can't wait. All right, so we are getting this bow. I might need to rework this a little bit, but you get the general idea anyway. See, my bows don't always go right the first time either. Somebody said the other day that I do my bows so easily, but not always. Not always. Sometimes they're a bit temperamental. It depends. It really does depend on the ribbon that you're using too, because some of the ribbons are a bit more slippery. Some of them are a bit you know, sort of stiff to tie. But I'll leave that one like that, I think, and we'll just trim up those ends. Am I getting parent albums? That's a really good question. I'm not sure, Julie. I'm not sure if they are, if that's part of the package that they are getting or not. They haven't told us that they are. It would be lovely if we do, but yeah, I'm not sure, unless they're going to surprise us. I'm just not sure. But if not, we'll get some of the photos printed, because I believe that they're getting the digital copies of all of the photos that have been taken, so then they can print whichever ones they want. So then, yeah, they'll be able to share them with us. So that'll be good. All right, we've kind of got a bit of a wonky bow happening here, and the more I fiddle with it, the more wonky it's getting. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Oh, Amber said if I tie it her way, it'll sit straight. Okay, well, I might need to get you to retie it later, Amber, then. And you can, because Amber and I do tie bows differently. Yeah, she can't tie them the way I do, and I can't tie them the way she does. So there you go. Anyway, have you been to the Gold Coast yet? Oh, I'm going tomorrow, actually, Megan. Yeah, I was going to talk about that, and I didn't get to it. I'm actually traveling up tomorrow. It's the first time that I'm flying on my own since pre-COVID. So yeah, I haven't flown on my own. I've only flown a couple of times since COVID. But tomorrow's flight will be my first time on my own. So hubby's going to take me to the airport, make sure that or I'm all good with my luggage and stuff. Amber's waving goodbye. Yes, Amber's going to stay at home and puppy sit. She'll look after Callie while I'm away. John's still got to work, so he'll be here as well. Yeah, but he'll take me to the airport, and he'll be sure to be there to pick me up. So yeah, but it'll be lovely. It's lovely during the day, but still cool at night. Oh, thank you. I actually checked last night the forecast for the next week, and I was a bit disappointed because I was hoping to be able to swim when I come up there, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. But I am packing my clothes for 4 seasons in one day, so I've got a bit of everything. I've got some dresses, I've got some warm clothes, I've got some cool clothes, I have got swimmers just in case. Yeah, so we'll see. But I will bring winter pajamas. Thank you, Megan. Yes, I'll bring winter pajamas, but I'll also bring a summer nightie just in case. Let me grab some white cardstock so we can do some stamping. Yeah, so I'll be up there for a week with my daughter, my other daughter who lives up there. I'm going to be staying with her. So that'll be lovely to spend a bit of time with her. So yeah. All right, now let's see. I think I'm only going to fit the single bird on here because the double birds are going to be way too big on the top of that box. Because look how big they are. Oh, actually, they wouldn't be too bad if I die cut them. They're going to hang off a little bit, but they wouldn't be too bad. But I kind of don't want to take away from the DSP either. So I think I might just do a single bird on there. And I might just do Thinking of You Always as the sentiment. Now, if you wanted to make this Christmas, because this paper kind of can be Christmassy, or you can use it for non-Christmas, you can use a Christmas sentiment from another set. If you want to make it into a Christmas, oh gosh, I put that down on my desktop with the sticky side down. That wasn't a good idea. Yeah. So, oh, thanks, Angela. I'm glad you liked it. You're welcome. You're welcome. No worries. You have a good night too. So I'm just going to decorate with a little bird. I'll just do some quick colouring and then we'll pop him on the tag. Let's stamp him in, I'll do him in Memento. It was high 20s today, so you probably could still swim. Oh, okay, cool. There is a pool at my daughter's place, so in the complex there. So I was hoping that I might be able to go for a swim, but it'll depend if the water's heated up enough yet too. Depends on how cold it is in the pool. I'll see when I get there. Now for the label, I'm not sure. I'll wait to stamp the label, the sentiment, until I make sure where I'm going to put it, if it's going to fit on there or not. We might not even have a label. Might not have, I mean, going to have a label. We might not have a sentiment. Okay, so I'm just thinking I'll clean this first. Okay. I was just thinking if I'll colour the bird first and then I'll decide. All right, now what colour should I colour my little birdie? Should I colour it like some of these other ones? I've got the reds here for the berries. I only grabbed out a couple earlier. This is real red. I do have my colour chart. My colour chart, care of Di Barnes. Thank you very much to Di for the colour chart. She puts these out every year. If you're looking for a colour chart for the colour blends, she has these on her blog. It's Diane Barnes if you're looking for these. And you can go to her blog and you can actually download it. She's got them as a free downloadable. And then I just go along, well, actually usually Amber does. Amber goes along with each of the blends and just does the colours so that we've got the complete chart so we can see how the colours come out. Because it's a bit hard to tell when you look at the lids, because the lids don't really tell you the true colour of how they come out. But this is the real red. So that comes out like that. I've also got over here some bronze. I might get a little bit of, I feel like this has got a little bit of light daffodil on the chest. So we might do a little bit of light daffodil and maybe we'll get some grey granite and smoky slate as well. Let me have a sip of my tea. Are you all, oh, you haven't updated the chart for this year? I didn't even realise this wasn't the current one. Well, there you go. Well, there's another job for you for while I'm away, Amber. I've been coming up for jobs for Amber while I'm away. All right, so let's grab out some. Now, did anybody make the box along with me today? Let me know in the comments while I'm pulling out some colours here. So I'll get some grey granite and some smoky slate. Smoky slate. And what was the other colour I said I wanted? Oh, the light daffodil delight. I think that is that one. No, that's lemon lolly. I want light lemon. Oh, light daffodil. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to colour my little bird similar to this one, I think, because I like the colours. Oh, look, there's one there at the top. I like those colours. All right, so when you are colouring with your Stampin' blends, Memento ink is the best one to use, or you can use the classic Stampin' pads as well to stamp, because I was tossing up, do I do Memento or do I stamp in Early Espresso? So long as they are a water-based ink, you can use them with your Stampin' blends. Let me move my box over there. Yeah. So just make sure that you let that ink dry a little bit, which is why I stamped first and then I pulled out my colours, and I've been chatting to you a little bit to just give that a bit more time to, oh, you're welcome, Glenda. You're welcome. Yeah, just let that ink dry a little bit. And we will do a little bit of colouring here. Oh, wait, let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, now I'm just going to do a little bit of decorating here. So if you have, if you need to go, that's okay. If you want to hang around to see the box completed, then you are welcome to hang around with me a little bit longer. But did anybody make the box along with me today? Let me know in the comments if you did. Or is this something that you might like to create in the future? Let me know if you like this and you'd like to create one as well. So just put a little bit of dark in there. All right, I'm going to start with the lightest. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow on the beak. This is the light daffodil. And then we're going to put a little bit of yellow around on from the face around to the chest area, like so. So I'm just using this little birdie here as a guide. Then they've got a little bit of darker grey around the face. So I'm thinking the smoky, let's see which one's darker. The smoky slate. So I might just use the light smoky slate and we'll go a little bit around the face. So you don't want it to be too heavy. Around the eye there. My brush tip on my Stampin' Blend is actually getting a little bit shaggy. So I might need to rectify that soon. Kind of looks a bit more feathery though for the bird, so it works okay. Put a bit of grey down here in the tail. Yeah, I think I might need to replace this one soon. Rose said, no, Mandy, but I would love to make it, maybe for Christmas gifts. Yes, definitely do that, Rose. Yeah, it's such an easy box to create. Like when I first made the first one, I was a little bit nervous because I thought, oh, this looks really complicated. But once you make the first one, it's sort of like, oh, actually, it's not really complicated at all. It's quite easy. So I was surprised at, yeah, how easy it actually was to create it. So if you do create one, let me know. Like, send me a photo. I'd love to see it. Okay, so a little bit of dark there, a little bit of dark in the tail here. And then we'll add in some of the bronze. Now, let me just check. The bronze might be a little bit too dark for what I wanted. Oh, actually, no. It's a good colour. It's a good colour. We'll use this one on the feathers here. Oh, that's a beautiful colour. Let's blend a little bit in there. And I might just take the light, oh, which one was the one I used now? Hang on a minute. Not the grey granite, the smoky slate. The light smoky slate. Let me just test here on the, yes. And I might just put a little bit more on the chest here. Just leave some little sort of white patches there. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, now I do just want to blend this. Just want to blend this a little bit around the face. There. There we go. All right. So there's our little, oh, we didn't do the trunk of our tree. We better do that. So we'll do the trunk. Actually, let me get a slightly different color for the trunk. I might get the, let's see, medium tone, medium deep, number 300. Medium deep 300. Is that this one? Medium deep, no, that's 400. Must have these out of order. 500, oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. 300 is the other end. 300. I always forget with these ones which order I've got them in. Okay, so this will be the branch. Yes, this is darker. That's what I wanted. Go in around the little toes. Little claws. They're not toes, are they? Well, I guess claws are toes, aren't they? They're nails. There we go. And for the little legs, I might use some of that dark, the dark grey granite for the little legs and the claws as well. There we go. Good. Oh, we've got an extra little bit of wing just on the edge there. Just on the edge there. So I'm just going to do a little bit there. And for the yellow, because the yellow is quite bright, I'm going to take my colour lifter and I'm just going to go over that yellow a little bit with the colour lifter and also blend that more into the grey, just using that colour lifter. Yep. Good. Okay, and then I just clean my colour lifter off on some scrap paper just by twisting it and scribbling it. Make sure that I haven't picked up any ink there. Okay, good. Now we can die cut that. I might just chop that piece of cardstock. There we go. Oh, you're making a one-sheet wonder, Dimity. Fantastic. Oh, and you stopped to make the box. Oh, lovely. All right. Yes, we were talking about one-sheet wonders, weren't we, on Saturday in our team gathering? Okay. So we'll pop our little birdie on there. Grab my dies, if I can find where, oh, there they are. I was just thinking, oh no, where did I put them? Oops. There's some extra pieces. I keep these when I've cut out the frame because they make really great stencils for backgrounds. Okay, so we want the single bird here. And I'm wondering about some of these leaves too. They might be nice. Might do some of those in the garden green. If I can get them out, they're very sticky. There we go. All right, so I'll just adhere this on first with, well, not adhere it, but I'll tack it on with some washi tape. Got my washi at hand today. Sometimes I use post-it tape, sometimes I use washi, it just depends. With the washi, some washi can be a little bit sticky. So if you just dab it on your clothes first to pick up a little bit of lint so that it's not too sticky, because you don't want it tearing your cardstock as you remove it. There we go. Okay, so pop that in there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trim this to make more room so that we can run the leaves through at the same time. And I'll grab some garden green and we'll do it all in one go. That'll save a bit of time. Grabbing a few offcuts here. This is a great reason to keep offcuts, is to use for little bits and pieces like this. So cut a couple of these leaves. All right, pop the plate, now number 2 plate over the top, and through we go. You'll have to share with the team, Dimity, your one sheet wonder cards. I'd love to see them. There we go. So there's our beautiful little birdie. Just take that washi off because I'll reuse that for another one. And our little leaves. Oh, they're cute. This one's a bit stuck, so I might need to get my take a pick tool. I'll just need to change the end again to take the stylus out and put my pokey tool, as I like to call it, my paper piercing tool. Oops, nearly lost the lid. There we go. Look at my desk. Oh my goodness, it looks like a mess today. I usually like to keep it tidy when I'm crafting with you all, but it's well, it's hard to when you all know when you're crafting, it's hard to be tidy, isn't it? but I do like to have it looking tidy on camera. It doesn't mean it is. I'll put that up there. Okay, so we've got 2 leaves. I wonder, I might just run them through again just to do 2 more, just so we've got plenty to play with. Let's use one of these skinny strips, because the skinny strips are often the harder ones to use. So we'll just pop them on there. I'll run that through again. So how are you all going with your Christmas projects? Have you all started? Because we're in September now. If you haven't started yet, you might want to start soon. The time, once it hits September, the time just runs away. Now, do you find that? The end of the year just is here before we know it. So, who hasn't started their Christmas projects yet, and who has? Let me know in the comments. Okay, there we go. Move these ones out the way. Okay, so let's see how we're going to attach our little birdie. So we could just put him straight on there. I feel like he needs to be on something though. We're going to lose him there. So I'm thinking a punched shape, and I have a circle, or I have the modern oval. Now these are right close handy to me, so that's why I just quickly grabbed them, just to cover up that ribbon a bit too, I think. So we might do, let's just see. What will I do? What will I do? What colour do you reckon the bird would look good on? So if we do the green leaves as well, will I just do it on white perhaps? Let's just punch a white one and see. We'll do one of those in white, and we'll do a circle in white, and we'll see which looks better. This is only a small circle. I might actually need a bigger one. So I have my punches right close handy. They're just in front of me actually on the shelf. So they are handy to just grab from there. Oh, he might look nice on that one. I think he'll be too small. He's too small on that one. Yep. Unless I do a larger circle. Or I could do a die cut label too. I did do a die cut label on my first one. But yeah, I think that would work. I might do a little bit of inking. I'll grab my blending brushes. We'll just blend a little bit of ink in the background. Maybe a little bit of copper clay perhaps, or maybe crumb cake. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can't decide. Which colour? Oh, no worries, Rose. All good, all good. You haven't started yet, Megan, on your Christmas projects. Oh no. You've seen some great projects with the Sweetest Star bundle, and now that's in your cart. Oh, a lot of people are really liking that one, actually. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yes, well, you might want to get started soon because it's getting late. It's, yeah, I just find once September hits, that's it. Then we're in December. I don't know how that happens, but it tends to. It comes around so quickly. I might use this one, I think. Let's see what the copper clay will look like in the background. Is this the one for the copper clay? I don't even know what colour I used this for. Copper clay. How will he look like a copper? Oh yeah, copper clay might be nice. Just do a little bit of copper clay in the background. Yeah, and then we'll add a bit more. Oh dear, I'll have to do another one. Okay, I need to do a dauber for that bit around the edges. Let's get another scrap of white, make another one. Where'd that other bit of white go? Here it is. Start again. That's okay. I'll do this bit first, and then I'll get my daubers out to go around the edges a bit better. So just give you a little bit of soft colour there in the background. A bit sort of heavier in the middle portion. And let's see. Oh, it almost needs to be a little bit darker. It looks a bit orangey, doesn't it? Let's see now. Yeah. All right. And then we'll just get a sponge dauber and we'll do a little bit heavier just around the edges, just to lift that. You all know I love my sponge daubers. What are we using? Copper clay. Pecan pie. Where's my copper clay? Copper clay is missing. Blackberry. Oh no, there it is. Found it. It's all good. Okay. So take a little bit of copper clay and we'll just go around the edges. So I've sent a kit of Stampin' Up products up to my daughters already, so it's waiting there for me when I get home. When I get there, the only thing I'm taking extra is a couple of stamp sets. I've just got a sentiment stamp set and another stamp set that I've it's from the annual catalogue that I haven't used yet, so I'm taking that one, and I'm taking my watercolor pencils, and I'm taking 2 packs of 6x6 DSP. And everything else I need is already going to be up there for me because I've already sent that on ahead. Yes, so, and I'll have a kit up there all the time now. So whenever I go to visit, I'll have a kit of products up there that I can create with. So all the basics and all of that. So that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, let's create this little label. Sorry, I went blank then for a minute. Okay, so we're going to pop him up on dimensionals. I feel like these need to be flat and then he needs to be up, and then should we have another one there? Yep. I might give these a little bit of shape actually. Let's just burnish these a little bit with the bone folder, just give them a little bit of shape. Let's do a little bit of gentle shaping. There we go. All right, grab my glue. Oh, hey Leslie, did I say hello to you before? I don't remember if I saw you jump on or not. Leslie says, I'm thinking about my Christmas projects, but I'm having problems with picking the bundle you would like to use. Ah, yes. There's some good ones. There's lots to choose from. And there's not only the mini catalogue, but there's also the online exclusive products as well that are there. So there's some beautiful ones in there as well. All right, so I'll put this leaf up here, and then I'll do another one next to that. Just a little bit of glue on the base there. Like that. And then we'll do another one coming down from the bottom corner so that we've got our 3, because you know we should always have an odd number of elements or embellishments. So we'll put another one coming down here, like that. And then I'm going to pop that bird up on Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got an extra leaf here, so we can use that for another project. So get some dimensionals. Too many to choose from, Leslie. Yes. Yes, I know. There's so many beautiful ones, isn't there? It's all about what speaks to you. What do you love? What sorts of things do you like to create with? And yeah, and just pick the one that speaks to you the most. Oh, we might need a half of a mini up in that corner. Let me grab my other scissors. These are my ones I use for tape and gluey things. Just put a half half a dimmy up there. There we go. Beautiful. And I'll put the other half back on the sheet so I can use that for another project. Okay, oh, I've got a little bit of excess glue there, but that won't matter because the bird's going to go over the top of that. So yeah, these boxes, they're fantastic. Like, you can decorate them in so many different ways, however you like. You can even just keep it just like that. Like, just like that is beautiful. You might just want to put a little sentiment tag label on there or something. But yeah, totally up to you how you decorate these. And I don't think you can really go wrong. Oh, except I did go wrong. I put an extra, wait, let's see, is that gonna, oh, that's okay. I was just thinking that's gonna stick to the box, but that's okay. It's only gonna stick to the belly band. So all good. So then we'll pop that on there. Now we might not even need a sentiment. Okay, now, because this is more narrow than the belly band, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue here and here. In fact, dimensionals probably would have been a good idea. Here and here for this to adhere to there. Just center that up a little bit. There we go, and press that down. So we could have put that up on dimensionals as well, but we have already got the bird up on dimensionals. So what I might do is just slip my bone folder under there, just so I've got a little bit of something firm to press that on with. Onto the belly band. I think that's onto the belly band. Yes, it is. There we go. There, now I was going to add a little sentiment, but I don't know that we need to, because I think that is beautiful just as it is. What do you think? So there's my original one, and there's the one that we created today. My bow is still sitting a little bit crooked, but I actually don't mind it. The only thing I do need to do is to trim up this end, because that is way too long. There we go. So, but I don't actually mind it being a little bit wonky like that. I think it adds to the... Oh, we don't have bling. Wait, we need bling. Gotta have bling. Wait. I do have lots of bling. So I do have some little berries. I could put some little berries on there. That would be cute. These are the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl adhesive backed berries. So this is them here. I haven't used these yet. Oh, well, I have used a few, actually. I was going to say I haven't used these yet, but yes, I have. Or maybe Amber did. So we could pop some berries. Would I pop them on the leaves or beside the leaves? Maybe pop them here. What do you think? On the leaves? On the edge, on the corner of the leaves there? Oops, hang on, they're stuck to my, they're very sticky. They're stuck to my take your pick tool. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful. And then let's just do a single one. Let's just do a single one over here. There. Beautiful. Look at that. Ah, so cute. You could add, if you are doing a belly band, I was going to say you can add extra embellishments on the paper too, but just note that if you are using a belly band that is going to slide off, any embellishments you put then on the DSP will get in the way of the belly band, so just be mindful of that. Okay. The only other thing I was going to maybe do was to put a, we probably don't need to now. I was going to maybe put some glue dots underneath the ribbon here to hold them on, but I don't think we really need to, because we've got that panel, that decorative panel over the top of the ribbon, which is going to hold it in place so it's not going to come off. So there you go. You could pop an extra little, I might pop a little glue dot under there, because that whole belly band is going to slip. Like, that whole belly band is going to move. So if they gripped that and slid it, like, the ribbon might still move around a little bit. So let's just pop a little glue dot under the bow, just to make sure that that does stay put and doesn't come off, because we don't want that. So let's just pop a little glue dot under there. And that'll help to hold our bow in place. We'll just tuck that in. A little glue dot's just sticking out there a little bit. Oh, it's very sticky. Get in there, you. Come on. There we go. Got it. Just a little bit of manipulation there to get that under. That might help us to straighten up the bow a tad too. There we go. Now the bow's not going to go anywhere. It'll stay put. There we go. So what do you think? So a belly band that's going to slide off. Oh, I think I'll slide it this way with two hands. Okay, so that's going to slide. You could even have it at the side if you wanted to, so that you could see the other bird. That would be really cute. Slide that back to the middle. And then this one was the one with the magnets. So there you go. Which one do you like best? I love both of them. I don't think I can choose. I think I love them both equally. They're so pretty. Oh, you're very welcome, Leslie. Leslie said, thank you for sharing. Enjoyed your time. Oh, enjoy your time at the Gold Coast. Thank you. I'm sure Amber will do a great job while you're away. Yes, she will. She'll be busy, but she'll also, I think, have some downtime as well where she'll just relax while Mum's not here getting her to work hard. You're going to try this project? Fantastic. You love both of them, Megan? Yep, and you're going to give this one a try. Fantastic. Yeah, it's a great one. I think this is going to be my Christmas gift box of the year this year. So thank you so much to Julie again for showing us how to make that in our team on Saturday, because they are just a fantastic little box. I love them. All right, I'm quickly going to tip the camera back up face to face so I can say goodbye to you properly, as I always like to do. There we go. Just transition my camera. I've lost visual over on my computer again. That went out a while ago, but I thought, just leave it. I'll just watch all the comments on my iPad today. There we go. Okay, flip and flip. There we go. Oh, let's just tip that down a little bit. Okay, there. So there's my little box up nice and close. Isn't that cute? Love those little birds. They're so beautiful. And that's the back side. If you wanted to, you could put something on there too if you wanted. But I don't think it really needs it because you've got the decorative element there and then you've got the pretty bow on the front. And then there's an up close of my original one. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, and then the inside of this one, if I slip that belly band off, I'll show you the inside again for anyone who might have jumped on later. The inside of this box, it's got the beautiful, sorry, I'm going at the wrong angle here. It's got the beautiful bird paper, and then we can store it completely flat. And if you're going to store it completely flat, you'd want to just you can store the tag with it flat. So there you go. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It was lovely to have you with me. And I'm so glad that you all really enjoyed that project. And yeah, I look forward to seeing yours. If you make one, send me a photo. I'd love to see them. See how they all turned out, to see how you decorated yours and what papers you used to create yours. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Sandra said they both look great. She loves both of them. So that's great. Thank you. Megan said, I love how your team comes up with awesome projects, very talented. They are a very talented bunch. Yes, very proud of my team. We have, every month we have a showcase stamper of the month from our team. They volunteer to do that, and I give them a stamp set which they get to keep, and they use that stamp set to create projects, one a week, or at least one a week for a whole month. And oh my goodness, some of the projects they've been coming up with, they are just amazing. They're so beautiful. And the original box was one that Julie made back in, was it February, Julie? Or no, I think it was March. She made one with the, can't remember the name of the stamp set. It was from the mini catalogue we had back then. And it was the one with the cake and the little meringues and things. Yeah, she used that one to make the original box. That's when I first saw it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'd love to learn how to make that. So she showed us on Saturday. Yes, they are very clever girls, they are. All right, well, thank you all so much. I will let you go. I look forward to seeing you. Now, all being well, I am planning to go live again next Monday, but it will be from my daughter's house. I've got my setup up there. I've bought a light. I've got an old stand that I used last time when I went up there, and it worked okay. It's not as good as my one I have in my craft room here, but it worked okay. Something for cake. That was the name of the other stamp set that you used, Julie. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Yeah. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday, all being well, and hopefully we have good internet and there's no issues or anything. If there are any issues, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all again at the same time next Monday. So have a great week, everyone. I hope you get some crafting in. Send me photos of your boxes when you make them. I'd love to see them. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. All right, happy crafting, everyone. See you soon. Bye.